I want to congratulate all these student athletes for their success they've had here at Bentonville High School, and thank you for all you've done. If you have any grandparents, anybody back home that's not able to be here, I just want to let you know that they can go back and review this on Bentonville Tigers YouTube channel. It'll be live streamed the entire time. But congratulations to you all, and just know that once a Tiger, always a Tiger. And I'm going to pass it on to Coach Raymaker.
Well, thanks to all of you for showing up today. I know you wanted to be in flex right now, but I know you're excited to be here. So I am the girls track and cross country coach, and I'm here to introduce three people today that are taking the next step in their careers to run at the next level. And all of these athletes have worked very hard to achieve that accomplishment, and I know all of you are proud of them. So I'm going to go one at a time, and then they can say their piece, and we'll move on. So the first one I have here, starting on the far right here, is Everly O'Daniel. She is going to go to Arkansas State and join her sister. A few things about Everly. She has an 18:18 5K personal best, 11:21 in the 2 mile, and 5:18 in the 1600. So she is a distance runner by trade. She is a 2-time member of cross-country state championship teams, 3 times indoor state championship teams, 3-time outdoor state championship teams. She's been all-state in both cross-country and track and field. What else about her? Well, she has a 4-point GPA, okay, so she also is very academic. She's been involved in 2 state soccer championships, and I'm pretty sure, but I'm not 100% sure on this, 4-time marching band championships. And so this is a girl here who's done a lot for Bentonville High School, okay? She has put her time and effort to make this place what it is, all right? And so very proud of her and her accomplishment. She has been a team captain for our cross country for the past couple of years, all right? Done a fantastic job of working very hard, staying busy. If you listen to her podcast that was just on, or YouTube or whatever it's called, I'm kind of old, and you'll know more about her and all her stuff going on. But she will join her sister, like I said, and be very successful at the next level because that's the type of person she is. So congratulations, Everly O'Daniel.
I just wanted to say thank you for everyone here supporting me. I wouldn't be where I am without you all, and I wanted to thank all my coaches, teammates, and family for everything they've done for me. I thank God for giving me everything I have and putting me in this path. Wolves up.
Moving down the line here, the next contestant is Hannah Hansen, and she has decided to take her talents to Navy, all right? She went and visited this summer. She enjoyed it a lot. It takes, like I said, I've mentioned before, a special person to go to the military service in general. It's very hard to get through the process. The rigor involved with it is not for the slight of person. So you have to be good at a lot of different things, and Hannah is all of that. And so if I took a normal track person and said, okay, you're going to be a thrower, or you're going to be a sprinter, or you're going to be a distance person, you usually group them that way. Well, Hannah's kind of weird. I'm just going to use that word. I know she probably doesn't want me to. But she has a range to her. For example, she's a 26-second 200 runner, 2:16 in the 18, 19:13 in the 5K, that's 3 miles. High jumps 5'4", runs a 60-second 400 and 11:36 2 mile. So she's ranging from a sprinter marks to a distance person marks, which is why she did well at the heptathlon last year in Fayetteville. But she has a lot of talents that way. Ooh, now we're doing good. Once again, not unlike Everly, she's part of 2 state cross-country championships, 3 indoor championships, 3 outdoor championships, and she's been all-state in both cross-country and track and field, okay? She has a weighted 4.2 GPA, 4.2 GPA. So also very highly academic, as you need to be going into where she's attempting to do. The other unknown fact is a few years ago she was supposed to go to Little Rock and show off her artwork, but she got somehow not able to do that, and she probably doesn't know that I know these things, but I do. So she's also got crazy artistic skills, but that's for another day. So Hannah going to the Navy, couldn't expect a better person to do this, all right? Very proud of her, know she'll do fantastic, and it's gonna be a great, great fit for her. So congratulations, Hannah.
Oh, shoot. Hello, everyone. First off, I would like to congratulate everybody signing here today. All of you guys are truly talented and have such amazing opportunities ahead. Next, I'd like to give the biggest thank you to my parents. Thank you for the 6 a.m. rides to practice in the summers and driving many hours to watch me race maybe 2 minutes. You guys have been there and showed up no matter what season of life I was in. You guys were there at my best, the state titles, the wins, but you guys were most importantly there at my worst, the injuries, the bad races, and losses. Thank you for being there. I will forever be grateful for all you guys have done for me. I love you. Next, I'd like to thank my teammates. You guys have truly grown my love for the sport. Even through the grueling workouts, you guys are still there making jokes or pushing me to run just 1 more second faster. Running with you guys has been such a privilege. I love y'all. Lastly, I'd like to thank my coaches, current and future. I'd like to thank Coach Starr, Coach Mick, and Coach Horschig for all you guys have done for me. And a huge thank you to Coach Raymaker. Thank you for believing in me before I fully believed in myself. You challenged me to grow just not as an athlete, but as a person. Because of you, I'm sitting here today, about to fulfill a lifelong dream of mine. So thank you, Raymaker. I've loved every minute of running for you. Finally, I'd like to thank Coach Johnson for giving me this amazing opportunity. I'm excited to see what the next 4 years will bring. Go Navy, be it Army.
Next up is Bree Fogarty. She's kind of nervous, so be kind to her. She's excited to continue her jumping career at Pitt State in Pittsburgh, Kansas. I know it was a bit of a figuring out maybe where she wanted to go, but I think she's found a great fit because that school in general has a very, very good program and they're very, very successful. And I know she wants to have that because I know what type of person she is. So Bree is on this end of the spectrum here. We've got Everly, who's more of a longer distance person, and Hannah's kind of in the middle. Well, Bree, on the other hand, she's more of a twitchy sprinter type of jumper girl. So we on this end of the spectrum now. So she's like a 12,600 girl, 26,200, long jumps 18 feet, high jump 5'3" the other day, and triple jumps about 37 feet. So she is also a 2-time indoor state champ, a 3-time outdoor state champ. She's been all-state in track, part of some very fast relays also. I don't know her exact GPA, but I know for sure it's over a 4-point because we're at the state heptathlon and she's doing chemistry while I'm sitting there in a tent. So I know she's actually working on her academics. And so she also went to the heptathlon last year and placed in the top 15 in the state out of all the girls. There's no classes to it, so that's a huge accomplishment also. Bree just isn't a track person. She's done a lot for Bentonville High School. She's been a part of the cheer team for probably 7,000 years at best. And so she's been involved in some state championships there also. So she has spread her talents across the spectrum academically and in different extracurricular activities. And so very proud of her. She has grown year to year, gotten better, worked at her craft. And so she will be very successful and do a really good job for Pittsburgh State. So congratulations, Bree.
First, I would like to thank my parents for the countless hours and many sacrifices they've made to help me reach my goals. Thank you to my coaches for investing in me and pushing me to become a better athlete and person. Next, I would like to thank my teammates who have always been there for me. I'm so grateful for all our memories together. Most importantly, I thank God for how He has blessed me with the opportunity to run for these amazing programs. And I cannot wait to continue my athletic career at Pitt State. Go Gorillas!
All right, I'm Coach Grant. I'm blessed to be the head football coach here at Bentonville High School, and 9 of these individuals out here are part of our program. I'll start by just saying this. First of all, thanks to everybody for being here, and celebrate what a special day it is for all these people that are up here. I don't think we should ever take for granted how fortunate we are to be in a part of a school district that's so supportive of athletics and what it does for these kids in their future, and an opportunity for them to kind of live out their dream. So with that being said, I want to talk just in general about our group and our team. We've signed, after today, we'll have 11 from this class that have signed, which is a really impressive number. These kids have worked hard. They're a very special group. In their career, you know, they got to experience the opportunity to play for state championships 3 straight years. You know, in football, you're guaranteed 10 football games, and so the average high school football player only gets 30 games, but in their program, the way they got to do it, and as far as they advanced in the playoffs, they actually gained a whole other year by 12 extra weeks of high school football by their success that they had. Good kids. They take their academics serious. Their work ethic is good. They're respectful. A lot goes into this. I'm going to say on behalf of them, just in case they forget, but there's so many people that are involved in their journeys, and I want to personally thank each and every one of you, from parents to siblings to their coaches, from junior high up all the way into the youth leagues, the teachers, the impact that they have on them and their academic careers, the counselors. It takes a village for these kids to get to this moment, and so I just think it's important to recognize those that are involved in that. So I'm going to start right over here with Kellen, and we'll work through our guys. It's awesome that we have 9 different individuals. I was trying to think to myself, how do I come up with 9 different stories? But I'm going to try, so I'll do my due diligence here. We'll start with Kellen Rona. Kellen Rona, a very special player for us. He probably holds every weightlifting record in our program, which is a goal of his, and we'll fun fact that here eventually, but he probably holds every weightlifting record we have, as far as probably one of the strongest players we've ever had in our program, and took it serious. Kellen went through some adversity in his career. His junior year, he broke his foot going into conference play, missed the entire conference season, so he played the non-conference, missed the 7 games of conference play, and then came back for us in the playoffs and was very effective for us. To start his senior year, in the first game, the scrimmage game of the year, he gets hurt, and after 2 or 3 doctor's visits, he's basically told that his senior season is over with due to a knee injury, and that was a tough few weeks for his family and for him, and truthfully for me. The idea of not having a young man of this magnitude in our program, and just knowing what he'd been through. But after a few second opinions, maybe a few third opinions, we found a doctor that gave him a chance to play, and he had a phenomenal year. Was an all-state football player for us. To me, when he was playing at his high level, he was unblockable. You know, we asked him as a part of our scheme to demand a double team and make sure it took 2 people to block him, and that's hard to do. And he had a really good year for us, and his effort was good. Did a lot of stuff. We even let him play a little bit on offense. He did want us to throw him a pass. We never did that, but he can catch. But anyway, Kellen Rona will attend Arkansas Tech University. Just a few stats on him. For a career, he had over 73 total tackles from a nose guard position. That's really good. Like I said, was great with double teams. Went through the adversity of injuries. Ended up having an all-state year. Kellen Rona.
All right. First, I'd like to thank God for this opportunity, and I'd like to thank my family for being behind me through my entire career so far, especially for my dad for always being on my butt and pushing me to be the best version of myself. I'd like to say thank you to my coaches for the amazing 4 years in the program. They were always by my side and had my back through whatever it was, from football, just life in general. Like Coach Grant said, I went through a tough time last season with my foot injury and this season with my knee injury. So I'd also like to give a big thanks and shout out to Dr. Munson and Michael Nolan and the entire training staff who helped me through the process. I remember sitting outside the doctor's office with my dad trying my hardest to hold back tears when they told me I needed knee surgery and my senior season would be over before it had even started. But luckily, God had a different plan for me. My years at Bentonville were nothing short of amazing, and I'm sad to see it coming to an end. When writing this, I couldn't really fit it all into one thing because there's so much I could say about these coaches, the teams I was on, the program I've called my second home for the last 4 years of my life. But what I can definitively say is roll Tigs, and I'm proud to be a part of the Arkansas Tech family. Thank you.
All right, up next for us is Julian Grundy. Julian had a phenomenal year for us. We asked him to play a little bit both ways for us this year. We, obviously he started for us on the defensive line, was a force, great pass rusher, did a lot of things for us, but also played some tight end for us and made us a lot more efficient and effective on offense. And, it's hard to do that at our level to learn schemes from both our offense and defense with what we do. And he did a good job with that and was a really good player for us. Julian will attend Missouri Western in St. Joseph, Missouri. His career stats, like I said, he's been a factor for us for all 3 years of his career as a defensive lineman. Really talented player. I think his ceiling is really high. I look forward to watching him as he develops in college. 65 total tackles, 11 tackles for loss, 5 quarterback hurries. Just the offensive teams that we played against really had to scheme up ways to block this young man because of his pass rushing abilities and the success that he had with that. It earned him a All-State senior year, which he deserved. Very proud of all he's accomplished here within our program. Julian Grundy.
First and foremost, I wanted to start off with thanking the man above for giving me another opportunity to play the game I love. I want to thank my family for being my backbone and supporting me in every decision I've made leading to this point. I want to take a moment and thank my coaches, to all my Little League coaches, and to the ones who stand with me here today. I don't know where I would be without these men in my life. And to the guys, all 8 of y'all, 9 of y'all, grown up playing with y'all, Trey. I want to give a huge shout out to y'all and the ones who been there with me before the birds started chirping in them long film sessions. I'm blessed to say I will be competing at the next level at Missouri Western State University. God bless.
All right, up next, Julian's current and going to be future teammate, Cole Slepecki. Cole's our quarterback this year. There's a lot of ways to describe Cole, but one thing I just could say about Cole is this dude's just a winner. He's a competitor, he's intelligent, he understands the game. Over the years, we've had really good quarterbacks, but his just intelligence and we kind of in the middle of his junior and senior years, switched terminology offensively and switched a lot of things that we were doing. That's hard, especially on the quarterback who's making all the calls and doing that, and he handled it phenomenally. His work ethic is amazing. He's still, to this day, every morning I go in, he's in there working with Coach Story and continuing to work on his craft so he can be the best he can be. A leader for our team. He was a member of our Tiger Council, very respected by his peers and his teammates. Just very impressed with how he handled himself this year. It's hard to be the quarterback for the Bentonville Tigers. It really is. It's hard to be the quarterback for anybody because it's truthfully one of the most judged positions from the bleachers other than the head coach. And he handled it really good. And he was blessed to have a good supporting cast. He would tell you that. He was blessed to be surrounded by a lot of good players. I say he's a winner. Every game he started, he won. He went 14-1. I don't really want to count that one because he only got to play 4 snaps and he got injured. As a sophomore, we put him in a pretty tough position and he handled it great. We put him in. We were down a few quarterbacks due to injury. He was a sophomore, had only kind of played JV up to that point, and he came in and had to start 2 games as a sophomore, and we didn't miss a beat offensively. And I'm very impressed with how he handled his high school career here. He's a phenomenal young man. Threw for over 3,000 yards this year and 38 touchdowns. Just blessed to have. It's one of these deals when you think about these guys, you just look back and so fortunate to have a guy like this that led our offense and helped lead our program. So Cole Slepecki.
First and foremost, I want to thank the man up above for giving me guidance through this tough time picking a college. Next, I want to thank my parents driving me day in and day out to practice when I was younger and taking care of me since I was a young buck. I want to thank Coach Grant for running the program how he does, just telling us that it's more about life than just about football and about winning games. Coach Washington, probably one of the best mentors I could ever ask for. The way he speaks about his terminology and everything he does it was awesome playing under him. My dude Ty's story over there, since day one when he showed up, we immediately clicked. He acted like I've been here for
4 years, and he only was here for one. It's sad that I only got to play under him for one. But not only did I gain a coach and a mentor, I gained one of my best friends. And I want to thank Coach Winters, Coach Fenwick, and Coach Ventura for taking the chance and recruiting me this year. And I'm excited to go play for him. Let's go Griffs.
All right, up next, Paxton Godoti. Paxton, an all-conference performer for us at offensive line, played right guard for us. Great young man, love this kid, worked so hard in the offseason. Just what you want in an offensive lineman. This kid's mean on the field. I don't know how he is outside of that, but that's what I talked to him about. I love him, is he's mean. He wants to hurt people, which works great for the sport we're in. He had a great senior year, 88% grade for the year. That's 13 games, started every game for us. 90 knockdowns, very impressive. Just a great, just effort guy. Practiced really hard each and every time. Very proud of his offseason that he had, the strength that he gained and the work that he put in to earn his all-conference year. Paxton's going to attend Missouri S&T, and I know that I've talked to this coaching staff quite a bit. They feel very blessed to get him and fortunate to get him, and as I tell them, like, they're getting a really good kid that's happens to be a really good football player as well. So Paxton Godoti.
Yeah, first and foremost, got to give thanks to God. Without him, I wouldn't really be here today, and I wouldn't have this opportunity to keep playing football. And so, I mean, nothing's possible without him. He's the only way. And so, but next, I'd like to thank the coaches. Before recently, I didn't have much recruiting, and then this man stepped in. So grateful for that. Got all the opportunities from him, and then I wasn't a big recruit coming from sophomore year, and I wasn't the best player, but there's no man standing in the corner over there that took a chance with me, so appreciate that. But no, parents always giving me rides and stuff, and they gave so much from me, and a lot of people did, and they took a chance on me. So did S&T. So like I said, not the biggest recruit, but gave me a chance, and so I just appreciate all these people, man.
All right, up next is Will Newman. Will Newman will attend the Air Force Academy, which I'm always impressed with any of our athletes that have the opportunity to go and get their education from any of the academies and compete at a high level. He's been committed to them from this summer. This young man was recruited by a lot of schools. Very talented player for us, 3-year starter, played both sides of the ball for us this year. As a sophomore, he played a lot of D-line for us. As a junior, played a lot of D-line for us. This year, we asked him to do both, play offensive line and defensive line, and he played a lot of reps. And that's hard to do for a lineman. It's hard to do for a big guy. But he never, no issues. He did everything we asked him to do. Like I said, being able to do both sides of the ball at this level is very difficult. It helped because he's a very intelligent young man, but just a really good athlete. You know, when you get that's what recruiters come through, and I talk about how well this guy runs. For his size, it's very impressive. So it made him a very good draw and very appealing for other people. Really good career for us. I've got some stats for him on both sides as far as offense and defense. This year had a great year as an offensive lineman. Played tackle for us, 89% on the year with 63 knockdowns, and then would go over and play defensive line for us too. And listen, he would play we're a 3 down front. He would play nose guard. He would play one of our end positions as well. Just when he was in there, he just did exactly what he was coached to do and did it well, played fast with high energy and made a lot of plays. Over his career, he had over 75 total tackles on the year, several quarterback hurries and some sacks. He's a 2-time All-State football player, Class 7A, going to the Air Force Academy. Also a member of our Tiger Council for 3 straight years, which is our leadership council within our program. Will Newman.
Thank you. I want to thank my family, my friends, my teammates, my coaches, and Ethan Hoffman for pushing me to where I am today. I wouldn't be here without you. I'm very grateful, and I'm proud to be a Tiger. Thank you.
All right, up next is Chris Ficklin. Chris Ficklin is going to go to the University of Central Oklahoma. UCO is a phenomenal program at the Division II level. Competes in the same conference as some of these other guys are playing in MIAA. UCO, they got on him in a hurry, and he committed early before his senior year even started. This young man is going to go down as one of the best that ever played at this school. started in the state championship game as a sophomore, started in the state championship game as a junior, started in the state championship game as a senior, although he was extremely hurt, didn't practice all week, had a high ankle sprain, did everything he could to try to compete for this program and this team. Did get some snaps, but it wasn't the normal back that we were used to due to this injury. But I think it's very impressive. Not many people can say that they started in 3 straight state championship football games at War Memorial Stadium. For career stats, these are very impressive. 467 carries, 3,215 yards, and 36 touchdowns. He averaged over 7 yards a carry. Also caught 37 balls for 454 yards and 2 touchdowns through his career. I don't think we ever let him throw it. Did we ever let you throw it? Yeah, we didn't let him throw it. But averaged 12 yards of reception. 2-time All-State player. Also was a 7A Offensive Player of the Year finalist for Hootens. Special kid. He's a quiet young man, just comes to work every day. His off seasons were great. He's a favorite amongst his teammates. Very coachable. Just a magnet of people want to surround themselves around this young man. Just overall great. I think UCO was so fortunate to get him. I expect him to have an impact there early. And he's lucky to go there. It's a great program. So very excited to watch him and continue him. We've had a Ficklin at running back for 6 straight years, which has made us a lot better coaching staff when you have players like this. But it's hard to see the Ficklin crew go, but excited to watch him as he continues his journey at Central Oklahoma. All right, Chris Ficklin.
First, I want to thank God for giving me this opportunity. I want to also thank you to everyone that helped me to get to this point, my parents and my family, and to all my coaches and my teammates. And congratulations to all the signees today and Rochos.
All right, up next is Eli Pearson. Eli Pearson will also attend Missouri Western with Julian and Cole. I love this kid, but I was telling his mom, he is the reason I have all this gray hair. He's one of the main reasons. But he's a great kid. He's a phenomenal football player. This happened in the hours of just the past weekend. We've been really working hard to get him opportunities that he dreamed of and he wanted this really bad. And after, I was teasing him, I was pulling up film of him at 10 o'clock on a Saturday night to get to him so we could get it to these coaches so that as they make their final decision. And finally on Tuesday, they gave him this opportunity. And, it wasn't a hard sell. This guy, if you've ever watched us play, you saw number 23 around the ball every time for several straight years. He played for us as a sophomore. It was really neat. He got a chance to play alongside his brother. As a junior, he was an all-state football player. As a senior, he was an all-state football player. He's just a baller. He just makes plays. He flies around. He knows the game. He's got great instincts, good ball skills. Could play a lot of different positions on the defensive, on defense as far as linebacker, safety, a lot of different things he could do. He had a phenomenal career, over 179 total tackles, 16 TFLs, 5 sacks, 14 quarterback hurries. Had some big-time interceptions for us, returned a few for touchdown, played a big impact for us on special teams. Missouri Western is very fortunate to get this guy. I feel like all of our guys will make an impact there. Excited to watch him continue his career. 2-time All-State football player, Eli Pearson.
I just want to start off by thanking all these coaches. I don't think I'd be the man I am today on and off the field without them. There's a lot of things that they taught me that made me grow to be a better man. I want to thank my parents. They played a huge role in just my success on and off the field. I want to thank the trainers too. They played a massive role. I had a few injuries come up, but they weren't anything that allowed me not to play. And lastly, I wouldn't have anything that I just talked about with the man above, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And I'm happy to have this opportunity. Go Griffs.
Up next, Cam Thornton-Mead. Also, if you ever watched us play, you saw number 2 around the ball a lot. Very special player for us. As a sophomore, we said we got to get this dude on the field somewhere, and we were pretty good when he was a sophomore. We had a pretty good team, and but we were got to find a place. So we put him at defensive line. He's not a defensive line. He's not, but we put him there just to rush the passer and do some things. And as a sophomore, he's out there during the state championship game making plays. really not even know what he's doing because we just kind of started throwing him out there in the playoffs. But what a year he had, and then a phenomenal junior year, all-conference performer as a junior. But his senior year was something special. I personally thought he was probably one of the absolute best players in the state. He is just what he brought to the table as far as athleticism and flying of the ball. And this dude plays with his emotions. I mean, he was passionate. It meant a lot to him, as it does to all these guys, but just so fun to watch. A phenomenal career. You know, a really good year for an inside linebacker. You know, every 2 to 3 years we'll have a linebacker that has over 100 tackles in a year, which is very impressive. This one had 137 total tackles this year, 3 tackles for loss and 4 sacks. But for his career, so on all 3 years combined, 320 total tackles, 10 sacks, which averaged him over 100 tackles a year for 3 straight years. And he didn't even really play every snap as a sophomore. Then you add what we asked him to do offensively. We asked him offensively to come over and be our Wildcat quarterback, and that was fun to watch, and that was effective. And I had a lot of people just being like, that number 2, when the ball in his hands, seems like he scores every time. And I know this, when we needed a short yardage first down and we got in that package, you know, we didn't have to beg him to do that. This dude got excited about touching the ball and being effective offensively. All-state performer. Selected to the Arkansas Activity Association All-Star team. Did you even know that? Okay. 7A Defensive Player of the Year finalist from Hootens. He's going to one of the most prestigious programs Division II has right now as far as success at Harding University. They signed a phenomenal class, but I think he's one of the top signees that they have, and I look forward to watching him as he continues his football career at Harding. Cam Thornton-Meade.
I just want to start by thanking God. None of us will be here without him. And my coaches and trainers for getting me to where I am as a football player. And my teammates holding me accountable and, you know, making me a good teammate and helping me out. And my family for supporting me through everything. And then just ready to go join this brotherhood over there at Harding. Go Bisons.
All right, and last for us is Tristan Brown. Tristan Brown is an absolute stud defensive back. Tristan's going to go play at Pitt State, another phenomenal program that competes in MIAA. He's told me he plans on picking Cole off every chance he gets, so we'll see about that. But this is going to be fun to watch. It's going to be fun to watch Tristan. Tristan's 2-time All-State player for us. To me, I'm obviously very biased, but I think he's probably one of the top DBs in the state. I definitely think he was one of our probably the best defensive back in the conference. Excited about what he's got. Great work ethic. He's very coachable. Ball skills are good. A really good tackler for a corner. Had a great year. Had 76 tackles. That's really good from a corner spot. 13 pass breakups, 3 interceptions. For his career, he had 132 total tackles. Just a phenomenal player. He's a guy that allowed us to do some stuff in coverage because we knew he could handle most receivers on the edge by himself. We didn't have to always give safety help and do so many things. Ended up being recruited pretty good, but Pitt State's a phenomenal program, and I look forward to watching him grow and develop there. So, Tristan Brown.
First, I want to thank God and for this opportunity, and I want to thank my family, my mom and my dad, definitely my dad, for coaching me for my whole life. And yeah, go Gorillas.
She's been sitting here so patiently with all these guys around. Do not be fooled by this really sweet smile. And like I said, she's been sitting here really patiently with all this going on around her. But this is Neve Andrews, and she has been cheering on the Tigers all year long for most of the people sitting here right around her. But she is super, super excited and wants to extend her cheer career at UFAS, about an hour, a little over an hour down the highway. What's wonderful about that is she is going from one highly competitive program here at our high school to another very, very highly competitive program down there. I've recently got to know the coach down there. He's been helping us about the last 3 to 4 weeks with our program, and he is awesome. So I think she's going to be super, super happy down there. But what's really cool about that is they go down to one of the biggest events and compete down at Daytona. And when they win, what's really cool is they have it on the beach. They go run in the ocean. So the biggest thing I can get, or the biggest wish for her, for all the hard work and all the stuff that they do, because they are athletes in every sense of the word. She has worked very, very, very hard for the opportunity to sit here in front of you and do this signing and go cheer at this level. And so what I wish for you is to get to run in the ocean in your cheer uniform. What do you think? Yes, ma'am. So I'm going to give this off to you and let you thank everybody.
I want to thank God, my family, and friends for always believing in me and supporting me, and my coaches for always pushing me to be my best. I'm so blessed to have this opportunity and to be able to continue cheering. Go Lions!
Baseball has one signee today, Will Carmichael. He is signing to play baseball at Arkansas Tech University. Will is a 2025 All-State selection, so he is a returning All-Stater. He hit .421 in our league last year, which is truly remarkable in a pitching-dominant league. To hit that for that high of an average is very impressive. That's one thing he can do. He can flat out hit. He is versatile. He played first base last year. We've been using him some in the outfield this year. We can kind of move him around. He's kind of our swing guy that wherever we need him to play defense, he can do it. He's very athletic. He can flat out run. He's just a great player. He will definitely make an impact immediately when he gets to Arkansas Tech. But one thing I'll say is just more impressively is who he is as a person. Great individual, very humble. You would not know by watching him his day-to-day business and how hard he works that he's a returning All-Stater. He goes to work every day. He puts his head down. He's a great teammate. Always has a smile on his face. Great leader. I'm very privileged to get to coach him. He makes my job fun. He makes my job easy because I just I give him what he needs to do, and he goes out and he works. He gets after it. So he's just very impressive as an individual. We're proud of him. I know his parents are proud of him. I know he's going to do great things, and I can't wait to see his career at Arkansas Tech. Will Carmichael.
Yeah, I'm just super blessed to have this opportunity. God has been so faithful to me from the beginning to the end. I want to say to my parents who have just been to every game and supported me through every hardship and achievement, all my coaches that have always pushed me to be a better human and work hard, and all my cell group guys and my teammates who have just been there with every practice, every hardship, and have just always been there for me. Go Wonder Boys.
Hi, I'm Coach Jericho. I'm the head bowling coach for boys and girls. And as they always say, you save the best for last. First of all, congratulations to all these athletes and their schools they're signing at. I'm going to be introducing Parker Brewer, who will be bowling out at the University of Arkansas this coming year. Parker's been a 3-time All-State, going for his 4th time All-State. Last week, he won the 6A West Conference Championship. He was the gold medalist. I just happened to be at the right time at the right place. His freshman year, his older brother was on our team, and he used to hang out with us all the time. And I finally got him to come out and actually bowl. And he went to a conference. He was on the team, and next thing you know, we go to state, and the kid pops off and becomes one of the top bowlers in the state. He's been all through 4 years one of the best bowlers in the state, and he's going to be going again to the University of Arkansas next year. Parker Brewer.
Let's see, first and foremost, I'd just like to thank God. None of us would be here without him. Second, I'd like to thank my parents. They've always been my biggest supporters. I'd also like to thank Coach Jericho. He's past 4 years become more like family than a coach. And lastly, I'd just like to thank Coach Azell for giving me this amazing opportunity to go to my dream school and play a sport that I love. Go Hogs.
All right, that'll conclude our college signing. Athletes, you can go ahead and sign your letter of intent. Congratulations and best of luck to you in the future. If you want to come down and get pictures, you can.